Thank you very much, Brother Nat and Ninia Emmanuel Shamo for leading out in the songs. Indeed, there is none other like our God. When Yamia, Otimi Boa, dear, no Timisi son, or no Timi any year, or no Kwani and need us so. So this evening, we have a special privilege of having in our midst Osofwa, Oniyangedi Jumeya Bako, Naotri Muninara, Osofwa Calvary Temple. I want Liverpool hands at the door nine in Sa sorry no. Also four hands or say Mensa or no numre your best dresser obedi in prayer. Na ya sre radiani mwadom na ya de osumi asha sienti also for pacho how betimi abompaya maye.
The patro momia katra ma ya mompa into the Median share Radisa. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you once again this evening for your divine revelation. What kind of Genesis? Not the exceptional Arabian fancy of Moyadia. And then we are not for Arabic. And some Yaba, your bumpire say, when Yamia no for Emra yet see no qua. The Bayer assem no A4. Your bumpire essay Erade accommodating tree. When Yamia will share now credit. We see your body is a temple of the living God. Now say a whatever we eat, whatever we drink, we should do it all to the glorification of the living God. My way any this dear any padana. Your bomb payans to Jayan Yanomoa, a radio, what did dear Amaya dear, and then any woman so. We need the balm of Gilead. What's by your stripes we are healed. Your bomb pious so Yarisano and so. If it's a one now, we are Yarisafo. We are saying, and you might be bringing a send your doctor canoe. And you are near ye dear Susan Sanford, but you say you shall so negative in your cana, ye dear, a bema young actually. A radio to you, mediation on sir, let's send ya canoe. For so many young son, any abdomen or the better. Now, a boy any lipid, your home animal to you. Yeah, that was it, and let any ray, oh, yes, you do. Amen.
Amen. Also for you, was a pie radin shout.
But Owusu Mensa.
Owusu Mensa, Hans Owusu Mensa, no, you was a pie radin shout.
You can't, Pastor Kofi, our young senior pastor, our Calvary, and home.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. Madam,
a radin shout. And Bacho, when your neighbor, my doctor, go straight. As I say, a Brenica crab tossing tea. Doctor Emwakwaba. Emma watching, Emma Johnson, and Oma, are you ready? I thank you.
Yedi Kano, Yadi Asafo Yahoo, Dinibema, Monina, Sydney Asafo, and in Safo, I can't tell Mohonina Ashia. A Yamiadum, and one may opportunity like this. If you say, well, no one, I can't want to say, I wash above everything else, so you'll be in good health. Sene baya moapum betnetene onya moye kora ma wiase no no abon hahama ebese yade enyina. What a good God. And ye beka diabetes ho asem. Doctor biada ni wiase a wo wadrate me to diabetes ase enura won me de mai ni nyina e control yade na kakra kopun se sa yade ne bekuyen. Hospital biada ni ho a what diabetes edro na so ne ye besun we aso na utie ne carefully na wo apply information a wobenya no a wo betimi reverse wo diabetes completely. I come back to normal health. And the topic na ya tune dine say reversing diabetes. Reversing diabetes. share United States, and I said the whole world statistics, no. In 1960, now we nipa 100 biya jina hwa, na mu baako yare diabetes. 1995, esote ba 50, nipa 50 jina hwa, emu baako yare diabetes. Na ano 2015 year twamu, we nipa 80 pe jina hwa, emu baako yare diabetic. Yade ne tria sete papa kurom ha ne Ghana nyina. Hwehwemufo believe say in 2050 nipa miensa biada ya na masase ene mu baako be diabetic. Enya asema eda papa. Ni nipa miensa bia gina ho a mu baako be diabetic. Diabetes wo hoi. Sabe wo ye prostate patient or breast cancer. Now we need diabetes. Now me wo prostate cancer na diabetes, me breast cancer na me wo diabetes. Me cancer na ye 10 times worse. Ya de biada wo wa diabetes ho framu I am 10 times worse. Fear complications of diabetes. Nipa one yare diabetes ni nyina emu 70% na benya heart attack ewu. So one madura doctor de ama won se one mumfa. Aduane a doctor aka kire won mu se one mumfa nkaya no one mu de super 70% na benya heart attack. One more 8 times more the chance of coming down with a stroke, a paralysis after that dam. One tenya strokes bebre, one tenya heart attack. America has said every single day, ye nipa me 200. One amputations, if you try one man, one to try one more requa. Na blade ni twa won ma kronungu ena ma sichira a ewo won moja amonti krono ya page me spread obi mia Ghana kane na won se ya bobone na no so nam wo ye bayifo nso no wonim baye ho hwe ena ma sichira enam ne moja na monti ekuro tu no a engoda wo na operation and time woda the complications ba na kuno ato atwene every day bia 365 days a year it nipa 209 to go so we multiply 365 that is a nipa what stadium baba yara stadium obo ball nyina itwitwa wonum na to go diabetes no na so one ye ne doctor say one mo ye nyina one mo boy empane one mo no me ndro one mo chiri nuane na wie ye no kidney failure that could be nipa baba 200 na one nya kidney failure they want to dialysis so every single day and I'm diabetes no na so one mo ye ne say doctor so one me ye nyina nipa ye wo wiase a ye ne afira fita 80% na diabetes na cause we be maso entime ma onko kwanso papa diabetes ye yare bone pa anso na doctor ne wo kan say ye bia won mo ye diabetes wo hoi e reduce nipa lifespan by 11 years so ye bemma nyame bo we say be 70 years wo bewu 11 years earlier and I'm so yare diabetes inte we oba which our lifespan so by 14 years na no kora no answer ne be wo no na de wo dia bene quality of life. We are diabetes. Quality of life, which has 19 years. And carefully. We are bad, which our quality of life is by 22 years. You can say quality of life, na bossing. When you are no bikita duam, and send what me and your quality of life. When you could dampum, na sabi just an obina paper out to ultimate casa and your quality of life. Diabetes is decided and by Nanso so we any doctor say ye bia. Wo bo insulin. Wo di wadia. The doctor na de man no bia ni hwa e betu yade no ase e control yade no sa kopum se e bedi unya na wi a ja sa yade no asa ko. Anya yare papa. The economic impact of diabetes. Diabetes and then diabetic related diseases in America it take about 40%, almost 50% of the healthcare budget. Yadia back Tika eseno saya the treatment 70% of all diabetics will end up with cardiac events. Into heart related diseases, blood pressure related diseases with diabetes, every single day, America won't spend $1 billion a day on diabetes for by 2050 year the cost will rise up to $2 billion a day. Government then $2 billion to yade back peso. No one so on back I said we have given up for diabetes to call my cooking. $2 billion a day. Yade no we and ye. The best thing is ubeti ni ye can say ye simple. Now ubeti me to and then Koran kitty and Maya won many pochu ye dear tree. And Namin near ye de ma one mudie from grocery store to one meaning Kora one bewu and sana one mammy near papa no. Nkora wa high school ne secondary schools ne colleges ne bebre. And the one me are diabetes and as a diabetic related diseases. One be son one parents who a woo. Case requiring hospitalization. Blue ye yadea a diabetes. Brown we hypertension. The whole world. Ufia hospital biada Netherlands. Diabetes for echo hospital kwadaho. More chain with blood pressure. United Kingdom. Switzerland. Norway. Sweden. Australia. Modieni. A brosum kwamp 3 times. Yadieno atia sete mukromo. Just a German kwa and changes in the kakra at a bonnet. There are 2 types of diabetes. There were diabetes type 1 and there were diabetes type 2. Type 1, ne dineba kone juvenile onset diabetes. And tanya nipa bebre nkwara ana ye wonum. Akwara bia wo ye wonu a wonum ne maame nofu. Anaso wonum mereke. Se ne maame nofa nofo atuna akwara no anum na wo maninsu mereke anoma. Yade bia na maame ne yare ya ankunu ya wa build immunity to that disease no. Maame no abo ni nyina no de ahwe mfrepum ene hye ne nofum. nti wo ma akwaraa no America anam no enfrip no esan akɔhwɛ akwaraa no yam ama akwaraa no nya ne maame immunity no bi built-in immunity. And nti na yɛ Nana David say we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Nyɛ American ko na maame no de ma akwaraa no. But yadeɛ biara maame no ayare a anko no wɔde saa America de yadeɛ no immunity ma akwaraa no. Saa sogyafoɔ no a wɔn mboyɛ mu a yɛfrɛ wɔn immune system no ɛbɔ yɛn ho ban. Yadeɛ biara a ebewura yɛn honam mu. Asogyafoɔ no hunu. Na wɔn afrɛ B cells no nyinaa sɛ mommra megyina ha. Virus bi na awura yɛn mu. Yɛn hunu na ha da. Obiara a obetumi a device aduru a yɛbɛtumi de akum saa virus yi no yɛbɛkyɛ na adeɛ. Na wohwɛ microscope ase paa na wohwɛ sɛ yɛ B cells yi dada yɛti na wɔn mo dwene pa the best way to fight disease no ayɛ na anika. B cell a obetumi ahunu sɛ coronavirus na aba ha kwan wei ne yɛfa so kono. Saa B cell no ne ya levet no say obey memory cell unwuda 20 years later ukokolebo now kushia the same yadea memory cell no awhunu the first one or da so che umoja brad B cells aka ne nyina san ho for non hunu saa de nti otna ye body mo ho saa ya wongo se china ye come into contact obekire saa de. Ukokolebuna catch the same infection I was had 20 years ago. Sa boy what obaye mo. A draw when you use ya timide no chemical formula. No I can't. And dear ye timikunun tem and no vaccine a genaso. Minka new vaccines bay. But over chicken pox, smallpox, will be your beer. One time ya be bio. Nti sɛ yare a eku yesese nipa ba ko betime anya covid imprenum prensa but so B cell no a wotime hunu yade a sɛ measles no ma kwan a fa asukum no wotena hɔ te sɛ memory cell no obo nipa no ho ban eno na maame no will hand over to akwara no se bebo akwara no ho ban. Let us assume sa wokofa cow's milk my human being milk. Mother cow no so ono so did the
My
same thing
went from over 2008
the protein work out
last summer
a deficient human protein. Nti akwara
to
no
$800 this summer with
say cow's protein in namwa. Let us assume say cow's protein one nyina hye eche nkoko. One so one protein be aba body mahano. Enya akwara kwasi mensan ne protein. Timomu yankoko no na so jafo no afa yetio. Yeah, they are good cow's milk no so. Na one ma pepa na afiri ho. Except say diabetes. Beta cells no produce insulin the my body no. One so chen nkoko. The nka sa abia. And yes, so ya for no ba ko nam ho no ko pancreas no ko hunu says beta cells no she chen nkoko we say nuano momro. Sam one ma cow's protein ye kum one ya nya wonyina one ma dwana besha. No one ma dan yetio agu beta cells no so wom. No one ma pepa na afiri ho. Akwara no by diabetes type 1 for the rest of her life. If you say one body soldiers no alcohol. If you say my men of America cow's milk the ma akwara no no. Yeah, what special protein woman. Yeah, one more chanko cow's milk. Sa na normally one more tea. Na ma menua di ne bane them for the rest of her life. Akwara na bebo insulin sa o ko school kura na ya pump ne de abona sene. Na insulin no de manifest and the body ntimi produce insulin bio. Thank God says sa ya de no and also. And then you become diabetes type 2 once 95%. And a young penny for type 2 no. And a day aduane die and a fa kwotena and a deba. A lifestyle changes. Obi a diabetic and I a dear. No one say a situation one emojamu. Ghana, Ujunsogu will be a feature. Ube koba banan tetia, a chow Johnson one shia. One man who say a situation war Johnson. One more cofajo a situation no de aqua flower on Muniani. So na bema no crowd Ujunsogu will be a feature and winning so yari diabetes. Kurumha, ye cancer or diabetes. Aduane biya wo de bako no a wo bedie no a turn into sugar and water if we say come the one why say boha ba wonya aduane kakra di peprem na wa press prepo na wo timi di akakamensam aduane a wo di na convert into glucose na ma wo energy de bia wani de nante de kasa de ye adwuma bia a petrol a body no more. What a Rolls Royce to Mercedes na muni petrol a huni faso. Uhia energy. Near glucose a yanono. Amount energy to do bia ope. Sa glucose na a wo moja muno. We are diabetes ya. Would we na convert into glucose and yakwane and kwa moja yakwane in cross cell no pamuchomunti ha carefully. If we say cell no somehow diabetics for nyina one matopono cell biada way body mu 70 trillion cells way moja na kubia pono da no bibia na ntimi nwura mu bibia na ntimi mfiri ma bonten jesu wachi permission diabetes for one cells no pono no yatum ebi kura yi pono no afiri ho nti odidi wie na se glucose converted nenenam ne moja mu enya baabi nko woko hospital ya say ya check moja sichire wo moja moja no abu afaso na ko junso mu ya say ya check na junso also ya hunu say ya sichire wo so ya diabetes ena masichira wo moja mu nti eta ma obre unya hwe kora no I say bate diabetics for no sani edi kan chire mu na pono no mu ato nti asichire won mutimi mfa anya hwe ya die ni nyina ho ne gina wote ase a insulin wo ho bibia wo ho except as a pono na yato nti the body is not able to process glucose nti abusu wona moja mu abusu wona junso mu abusu wo baabia Monhwɛ diagram aduane edi ye nyina ne glucose ye ne blue na nam moja mu ntini ni cells ni esese sa glucose ura cell imo ha say na ma nipa no energy to function banso wa hunu say yellow pono no wɔn matomo asikyerɛ no na mogya mu saa cells ni nyinaa wɔn atopono no anaasɛ monte aseɛ sɛ wɔkɔ adwuma ofie safoa wokɔ ya na nkɔda bi bɛwe chingam na wɔn de wura atokuro no mu na wɔn pushi ma ne kɔ ya nti wo baba fie na chingam no adra wo de safoa sipono no ani a ntimi hine disa otu safoa no firi hɔ pono no safoa turi hɔ cell bia wo pono ɛna obi akɔwe chingam yellow ne odi esi kwanti glucose ne ntimi nwuram diabetics for no hwan na kɔwe chingam no kɔra bɔne bɛ na yɛ diabetes for sa na edi kan na yɛ kan sɛ body mu ha nyinaa nyame ayɛ organ green ya yɛ frɛ no pancreas yi ne tiri ha sɛ ɛna beta cells yɛ insulin no nyinaa wɔ ɛna ne yaka ne nyinaa yɛ sakatrama mogya yɛ nam yɛ mu nyinaa pancreas yi na testing mogya no nam mu wɔ sɛ asikyerɛ wɔ mogya no mu dodo na ɔde mmeka aka kyerɛ beta cells no mo secrete insulin ɛfiri sɛ mogya nam yɛ mogya mu excess a asikyerɛ nam yɛ mogya mu yɛ dangerous na sɛne yɛ kan ne sɛ biara wɔ pono diabetics fo a yɛfrɛ wɔnom diabetes nyinaa wɔnom pono no yɛatom wohina nyɛ yɛ obɛdi chimungam abɛsi kwa no monhwɛ drawing kama pancreas yɛni wɔ secrete insulin wɔ hɔ bebree wɔyare diabetes deɛ nso problem biara ne hɔ wɔwɔ insulin wodidi na dane kɔ yɛ glucose wɔkyerɛ glucose baako na wɔde ne nsa benkum yi ahine pono no na wato glucose no hwim na wɔde ato cell no ni glucose no duro cell mu hɔ a ɛkɔ baabi a ɛfrɛ no mitochondria factory ɛhɔ na convert glucose no into energy. It doesn't matter so long as a pono wɔ hɔ no insulin bɛkyerɛ glucose ni nyinaa to on mago ha sei wodi asikyerɛ bokiti makora insulin betimi ayɛ saa adwuma diabetes fo wɔnom enipono nti insulin yi wɔ hɔ wɔkyerɛ glucose a wɔhunu baabi a wɔmfa no mfa wɔnya pono no wɔ hene ɛnam sɛ doctor fo enim ne ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ nti asikyerɛ ne dɔɔso saa no wokɔ doctor hɔ a wɔse ma memma wo insulin foforɔ mbɔ. There is nothing wrong with insulin in most cases. No? There is nothing wrong with insulin. Insulin wɔ hɔ ɛpono ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ wonya bie na wohini ɛna pono nso so yɛade ɛfrɛ no insulin no ayi pono no nyinaa firi hɔ nti insulin no nyɛ baabi nkɔma to me bo ase kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛnea yɛbɛte saa yɛde ase ne yɛtumi ahunu kwan a yɛbɛfa so ahandle no sɛ na da hɔ yi trillions na wɔyɛ body mu bere biara ne hɔ atumi wura sɛ mu ha ifi sɛ cook baabi a ɔfa biara ɛpono da hɔ just a permission and that's glucose abu yɛ mogya mu na ntimi nwura mu ha bisa diabetics for no wɔn pono no yɛatom ɛpono na wɔ ha yɛ yɛatom safoa yɛde hene pono no ɛne insulin but obi akɔ reaching gum ɛde asi kwan no ɛne o chewing-gum no ɛna aborɔfo ato ne de ne tenten intramyocellular lipid ne nyinaa ne borɔfo ne sɛ intramyocellular lipid no ne twi ne sɛ saadeɛ anasa fat wɔn nyɛ akɔdi aduane a saadeɛ wɔ mu anasa intramyocellular lipid wɔ mu and aqua broco insul ade apono kwano akoye chingoma akusikwano insulin would see apono nani ntimi hini nanso sa wo ye bo modern pepa sade no firi wo moja mu anasa cell no mu would safo asimope etimi wuram na hine pono no sane amohwe essentially no asan la the glucose na asan la air cell no na ye bra wura cell no mu dia factory bi ho ye friend of mitochondria wodi asichire bokiti makora ebetim a metabolize a convert no enti na nye insulin na ohia na intramyocellular lipid no na sese uyi free wo aduanem na nkwa nkokroko anane chingoma nkwa nkosi kwano so long as a wuhini insulin pono no say no behini na glucose ni nam yamia oboye wonderfully enti se wuhini pono no a hwese pono chingom bia ni anti cell no dimrika glucose ni dimrika namu a ekro nia chingom wo ho no so asikwano aduane a wodi a edane intramyocellular lipid no na mohwe say olive oil say virgin oil say corn oil 100% fat akoko ya ojina hoyi sade wo mu no adwuma ya anu no akora ya na ni potwochi ya ojina hoyi na duane say fish say akoko say nwa say afonchi won minyina sade wo mu no adwuma ya anu say convert it into intramyocellular lipid anasa sade ade ba kope na eye ekusi insulin kwano eye chingom wo we chicken na ma wo we ni nyina 23% na ye fat na ntwe 29% salmon 52% obisi ne na menkwe white meat anasa fish na no mamba ko se nkwan no menwe nam so medin fish na ye menkwan olive oil 100% intramyocellular lipid na to me bo ase chirechire mse ne ye beti ade no ase clearly unya design ya ni bia da kan no ade ya yi ni eten na akwa dani chunga makosi kwano se wan fa bia nto wadua ne mu de epono no ye hine glucose bia da obedie no etime ko cell no ko ya adwuma seseye enne ne ye besua ne se obeye dan na watimi ayi chingom no na pono no ye tensafo no aye adwuma na glucose a obedie bia da abawuro mo fi se glucose de ebi beba nyame na born sa se yendi glucose ni nya ho den bi wanka mo bi wo kwadum bi wo broccoli mo bi wo bribia dam kwambenso na obedi dia safuano behine was it there is no known medication to make cell doors pna adrobiada ni doctor office ntina won nim ne ya sese ye no ukọ a wasesa ma mema won nsu ni mo ma o mema wo enuro a ebetimi afa insulin no ahwe no ti se ponko a wo da fam na wo bonu se timtimtim se won so nko ya adwuma fi said there's too much sugar the problem no ye sugar no the problem no ye fat no chingom no akosikwa nyame boy and say aduane bia ye bekon aya bakonde akoya no only 10% necessary ye fat ye here fat bebre anasa oil bo ye aduane we beef, lean beef, I yet you just are in every one. 29% in a year fat. Nyame so abobody ne say 10% per 90 me handle. Chicken, usanen skin in every one, 23%. Until 13% extra fat. Would it go garage? Would it be go to? Would it be go srahum? Would it be go frumu? Na there be excess the fat no baby out the go. If it's a 10% pet na body ne be so 19% yakaha every day, day after day after day, extra fat now they could go garage and now they could go so one now so they could go to no. Yabamo gain weight, but you gain weight ko. Ya may say 10% fat. Yansu yakwa fish 32% fat, tuna 16. Broccoli only 8%, are below 10%. Ubawi broccoli bokiti makura 8% fat. Beans 4%. Brown rice 5%. Sweet potatoes 1%. This obedi sa plant-based nnuane a wonya intramuscular fat no lipid no manen kokrogo uchingam da open safwa. Eye nnuane a eye animal source no kwan and yetimi hono. Beef ni, beans ni, chicken ni, broccoli ni. The fat percentages no. Entinity and say, ye children and would dear a babua ama diabetes no abafam. All animal products contain intramuscular lipid. All trans fats. To say dairy products, no. Yeah, free animal sources, cheese, butter, margarine, nini keka hono. It contains chewing gum. Ebi na moshi. Ubaka say fatty be any. And so 23% fat. Ebi na moshi. America ha Ghana for no ya win kuko funu chen aduane bia. Ze quantity no just a bronya branko na unya chicken de nan na de wo utimi koto ni mu no nyina wo de be show freezer. Engineer aye de ni na cause diabetes. Anunti no won say abegyimra no na we nipa 100 gina ho amoba ko ye diabetic enam se nne nnuane wo en mabu ni edi ni funa nti 1 in 8 people be here. Nankanka yemba. When nyina ane chungam. Yeah, koko clock. Yeah, arteries no. Not only saturated fats, but they are a friend of trans fats no. Nitia na mechire dairy products. Enoko dear. Enyadea eboa enu ne turn into chungam ne koko blocko wosafuan. Animal products will do that. Nti was a free necro. Aduane a wobedi esa oya diabetic. Eat plant food whole. For my example has a ufa 1 tablespoon full of oil, 15 ears of corn, and about 1 tablespoon full. Yen such a massive cry a dear bro by viase. Ye mobia ni wa ye are just betting me 15 ears of corn just to get 1 tablespoonful of oil. Nti aduane bia obedie no manenye plant food no wadi kakra bi watim kora na bawe 5 ears of corn. Ufa candy bar, Kit Kat, Just a wunya sugar cane, 30 feet. And then what mean 1 candy bar. One a bit me atana say I 30 feet of sugar cane. Until the income she say, eat whole plant food. Eating whole. Senya nyame born wa fom hono. If you say, Emma won't be I say, Hano na moon, Ghana, ye nuane ye papa, and the amount of calories a woman a queen. From honey beans, would you could I know 1,000 calories? Ubia wafi dieso, we have no hold by 4 ounces of food, no fry to tree. 4 ounces, no say ye beans in quan. Wafru by to tree, so now only 100 calories. Fruits. The same, beans, 1,000 calories, potatoes, rice, grains. But oko we chicken, one nam 3,000. Oko we beef, one nam 4,000. Ufa oil, olive oil, and as a corn oil, almost 7,000. Intramyocellular lipid. Enti. Anam say yate niyama bi asenti ne cause diabetes na ebe kunyan na beti yan kwan na so by 11 years or 19 years nti but modern say obam sisa oni ane amana ye plant based diet to ko shopping biada aye vegetables natural food de ne bebre ebeboa wo blood sugar no ye call wema maame ba ko anane dan ba me de da kro me ho ana obobo pono Paul check me blood sugar mami if he say na fidi no asay o free Florida na buy wa bo insulin for 15 years and we buy wema ho for the first time in her life near call her near the 10 days and I'm say we din hama any vegetables until for the first time in 25 years and then the blood sugar I come to normal. Ebi awo with diabetes no one more insulin for udi nuane control. So we change nuane no ba plant-based diet here. There will be no intramyocellular lipid. There will be no chewing gum abekwa kok block kwa. The ane obedi bia converted to sugar ebetimi akose no. The yebrebre drew say no so dia. Nyame abo factory ne say ebetimi deal with it. Into one, but modern cell be change to whole plant food. Eating whole. So as to away, in sesa we see hokora be better ni ha, yen refine ye, na nipan say no. Na ye mbaya won di echira won mo be wu before say ye no. Nuane we ni ye di raise won. Nti ne one more secondary school no one more for heart medication, one more for diabetes medication. No one may say to futofu. No one may say New Year when I say srubu. What fufu talk around? One day, or per hamburger. Na near yesra and say, Kwana over faso, I reverse diabetes and change your diet. Number 2, sedentary life. What if I come? Now, 1 year or 2, 7, no water. Cry a friend in Mississippi or America. One more diabetics, a chem state be other. Visa ho, a jumene ho. Tinipa sorea, or tinabobo no sa. And no sunti, and my one gain weight more. Sedentary life. A drobia than what diabetes for, epona aseno. Dr. Betim de ama wamana creative puno fufro. Insulin no wo, wonya puno no wafa. Adeɛ baako pɛ anuanom monte away ɛna betimi aboa amoa creating more doors ɛne sɛ wo nante 40 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Cut with diabetes so by 50%. So offer insulin 10 years. For only 5. Aduro biada ni we say a doctor biada betimi de ama work here diabetes. But say way walk 40 minutes a day. 5 days a week. Overcut it with chances of getting diabetes by 50%. Now will be that as well. It be improved by 50%. Because your program over London as the sort of world reading. Payne baako took it upon himself. So my organizing nipa waso mo ha pese ya nantie nyina na smartphone no aban. It measure how long. Yeah, 1 miles, 2 miles, 3 miles. Was one may take insulin wasa for mo ha nyina ajaifa. Saa na yɛbɛ challenge Australia for. Sɛ mo anyɛ hwee koraa na mbɛtumi organize mo. Sɛ yɛ nante so many obitumi kɔ 1 mile, bitumi kɔ 5 miles, bitumi me kɔ 4 miles every single day. In my 80s. Now what did 40? There is no excuse. Walking just 40 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Ubakatu in diabetes is about 50%. Walk. Ube reduce hypertension, heart attack, and you will stroke by 43%. Cancer by 46%. Rana make a baby children say, Dr. Bifremi, then say I was over Casa or London. Years ni Madame Fubina ma me by. Sabrenam ya diagnose me with prostate cancer. Na me prepare for chemotherapy. Me ye near ma cancer me my testing negative 3 times in why a doctor when him near walker. Ubiada wa fidieso. Na person unya diabetes or stroke. And as a heart prostate problem ningina by walking 40 minutes a day. Upeso wako 1 hour. 5 days a week. Ubakati or diabetes or heart attack in new cancers by 50%. You can cut the number of new diabetic cases by 50% walking 40 minutes a day. We can cut more than half of strokes, heart attacks, and various cancers. Kaneba ya no metane no yes our program wonya COVID TB or the sorry sika koto bank and na so no komom etisane a obi chim tawo pain no was metena kwanchan so to bonape obi beba behwim sika o me na ne disika no koto bank ya na won mo so an koto ne kam na wonim sese COVID no na eba ade chin ye wo mia na ne woko 1 mile nanti enkuanti na woko 10 miles one American say wa organize ade wo reading church no anenkoi no aboa asafo no pa danam so won mi nyina akobom no obi a wo smartphone no wotimi kanede and won mo monitor sa aya inshira. Women who walk regularly cut their chances of breast cancer by 43%. Colon cancer, 1/3. Men who walk regularly can reduce prostate cancer by 46%. Regular walking helps depression better. Bisabi nini timukano no kura ye Ghana for so abodam. A drop biara ni wa doctor de ba manwa e boa no se nantie. So but Mrs. Narcotics amana calm down. Exercise on more. Obia was a fat person, obese, no. One may a time bomb for diabetes. Banso so obia was a fat, no walk regular, no. Ya dear Bonwa, when ya hold in a more chain obia was skinny. No whatever. Now what I'm in to seven, no one anti. A bois immune system. I'm also winya coveta, which me fight, no. Unya ya dear beada, it me bois. I'm fight it, sa dear. It increases stroke volume. Stroke volume is our heart, bossy tim. We are sort of baba, none heart about 80 beats per minute. Your 90 for 6 weeks, and the heart no rate no drop or to only 60. Canon come about says a book boom. It is any basement aflodo. Now would they atre and essential. Ufa bucket is which miss more water. Bra ukuma air to na boa say boss 60 minutes. Stroke volume, no, and I say moja will pumping a greater. If it's a heart no boa more than so. And the whatever heartbeat in 20 beats a minute. One day was able 28,000 beats. The heart no be last longer. Chance what you now heart to booking. A wow, I'm out to lose weight. Be anyhow, we're diabetic, no one loses 60 pounds for 1 year. None diabetes, no entering yera. Who maintains her weight loss, yeah, diabetes, no better yera. I'm a sicily beer, obedi bian. Atimiaura, they sell no. Women will cut the chances of breast cancer by 50% if only they will walk 40 minutes a day. When here crosses a walk 40 minutes in Sawini 40, which in Chemie, 2020. But when yada yada, Ubanyada just wo. Harvard University in the cancer assessment was way near my way, I can ya, which mark to diabetes so by 91%. Shana one need saturated fat, milk, meat, cheese, eggs. Diabetics are for moi. Kodani chungum. My sichireka cranka ubitimi a metabolize no isi ho kwan. Diet the aduane are rich in fiber. Manuane. Mono and polysaturated fats, olives, oil, korano, and you say, idea oil. Lose significant weight. Reduce body mass index. And then the more health and temperance department in Chiramo, how you reduce body mass index. The normal is 25. I hadn't watched this as I weigh 50 pounds. If you Google more, how do I calculate my body mass index? Biada or wafidiyesu and reducing the body mass index to 25. Anything above that to 26, no, a bit the 40, no, mtiafidiyesu, a bit the 50. Ufa one castle weight in pounds, let's say 150. Now, wafa height, 63 inches. Divide 150 by 63, answer nini. Then you multiply that by this arbitrary number 700. Answer opinion. No what divide it, answer way by your height. 26.4. When body mass index in a normal year 25. Calculate would you if you Google so above would you able 26 here? You learn yourself for a day. Or see, eat whole plant food. Eating whole. We are near free food mono. A far safer. Then we are near grocery for a brofo. I process it. We call grocery store stay on the vegetable side. Case study by Kunaya called Wima. A branch I know at 58 years old or diabetes type 2. Yeah, can't wasn't. We're almost 400 pounds. Or high blood pressure. The A1C no ye we are near wedding a bosumi me and sending in. There were test the BI to test in the when we are near woody. So Uchi T is a woody and a papa. Normal 5. Or no need a cost to 12. Anything above 6 increase your chances of going blind by 10 times. Or no need do 12. Na ne kusuru. Yeah, na ne babo. Or the diabetes neuroso for metformin. Was under high blood pressure in neuroso. Or drew women on. In 6 months, I would do plant-based diet. Now 90 and one more kohai send your betty marco be a meme for 4 months. And I bought me a kidney problem to have no catacatna. What an answer 6 months will lose almost 100 pounds. In final history. 9 months later, Nippon weigh 400 pounds, or weigh half the size. The blood pressure 150 now about 110. The cholesterol, triglycerides, any food running in a PSA, less than 0.4. A1C from 12 to 5. One yet diabetic bio. This kind of lifestyle quantity treated diabetes, my way normal, back to normal life bio. 1 year later, roughly 400 pounds. About near normal at the blood pressure 150 and I do 118 normal. Will lose 240 pounds for a different human being. And we are near DNA with my dining room. Plant-based diet, eating whole. We are knowing yana so but change once amana ya kono. Utimi de me pa de near frefremo, a beanie me plate and a massasani. Oh, plant food. Besa ya dear be control kidney or blood pressure. A be control diabetes, a be control heart attack, a be control stroke. A one Dr. Watson me call na wanya stroker. Nipa obey na ye aba. I didn't buy me call 197 miles a day to me reverse paralysis. Plant-based diet. Avocado ni I am say be any beer ni wa animal food. Any desire the any cancer who do ni na. But modern so bushia na ama ya akono. Yada na we do fufu ni kwai ni ya kaka hono. Woni na Emano nsia na mum nyemane nyakono na yatimi edidi maame we na sem ne mpesa mo sa tie bio na medi masani ba we.
Hello, my name is Dr. Brooke Goldner, and I'm a board-certified physician, and I am specialized in disease reversal using nutrition. Now, before I ever became a doctor, I actually was a patient. I was diagnosed at 16 years old with lupus. I had stage 4 kidney failure. I had blood clots that caused many strokes. I endured years of chemotherapy and steroids just to survive. Now, all I've ever learned never is about survival. I did 3 years of genetic research at Carnegie Mellon. I went to medical school. I was chief resident, and yet I still needed medicine to survive. 12 years I was sick. And then 15 years ago, I changed my diet to a plant-based diet. I got rid of dairy, no animal products, and within 3 months, the lupus was gone. I have been healthy for 15 years with no sign of disease. I've had children, and I've dedicated my life to this. And over the past decade, I have helped thousands of people reverse lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, heart disease, #1 killer, all by getting them to stop eating meat and dairy and eggs and focus on vegetables and high nutrient plant foods. And the results are consistent and they are profound. As a doctor, my colleagues can attest to the fact that we are chasing down an epidemic of disease that we cannot hope to catch up to or overtake because people are getting sicker with every meal they eat. But you can make that difference because people don't know who to trust. But if the dietary guidelines say that people should be focusing on a plant-based diet full of vegetables and fruits, and they should be limiting or eliminating meat and dairy and eggs, they will have at least the right information to start making better decisions. Listen, both as a doctor that is desperately trying to save lives, and as a former patient who has almost died many times because I didn't have this information, I beseech you to take this seriously. This decision about what's recommended to the public about what they eat should not be based off of what's good for industry. It should be based on what's good for human health. And there are people who are suffering and dying right now from the lack of this information. So I ask you to take that seriously. The literature is clear, and the results we see are true. When you eliminate meat, dairy, and eggs, people's health gets better. So please recommend a plant-based diet. Encourage people to limit or eliminate animal foods so that you can save lives. Please help me with this mission. I appreciate your time. Thank you for your attention.
Hello. Asima wakane ya powerful pa no wo yare wo ye doctor otimichiro prescription bia ope and so forth in lupus guy nam we ne American no hwan 3 years 3 months kram no was in that was had a sunny pa bebre ade ye ba ha se the new animal was Australia everything come on nyame se wash above everything else. So you'll be in good health. Now, so nipa mra oyenti. Oni mi say, mi free afidie so call ya no be kone dem. Mwanchen a ya de gu freezer no. Akutu ya de yesuso. Ni ano. Na mo hwe Deuteronomy. Mo say be wo no kan say be kire Israel man. Was for this commandments. Deuteronomy 30:11. For this commandments are made mammon, which I command thee this day. It is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven that thou shalt say, who shall go up to heaven and bring it unto us that we may hear it and do it. You said, no, unusually, in heaven. No wakasa come and konanka kosi ebo akọ heaven akọ faba and can you walk in medisu. And neither is it beyond the sea. Will be soon to make us say what poor children no harm in ship, minima garret. And to antinami that thou should say, we shall go over the sea for us and bring it unto us that we may hear it and do it. But the word is very near unto thee. Ya nyanti asiya pa, ya tima kinkadi. Ya sanchira mo say, counsels and diets in food. And in GY books, and a ministry of healing. They are making in our honestly. It is very near unto thee. It is in your mouth, and it is in your heart, that you may do it. And verse 15. So you see, I am setting before thee this day. I'm setting as I mean before you. Life and death. I am calling upon the heavens and the earth to witness the choice you make. Was it said here, Biada? You know what it is, you make a decision. They say, Betty and ye can ya not say yenty, and that's a free necro. You be frasi and nanti. You be frasi a change and we are ne. Nika cranka, and not say yen yahu. When I miss meaning, somebody make it a decision. Intimidate men can't be made. Tiajina. No matter heaven for you. No matter above for you. No matter earth. So one moment in my dance here. The choice you're going to make. You see, I'm setting before thee this day life and death. I'm calling upon the heavens and I'm calling upon the earth to witness the choice you are going to make. Wanwanya memwai. Ni emfasa ni emeyin wase yesirum. Na yebetu anamo. will say, I wish above everything else that you will be in good health. And the most people, just a few questions.
Thank you very much, Doctor. A very solemn pledge. All right. And Team Patrick, we'll take a few questions. So if you have one, please let us know. Okay, Lloyd. Lloyd HP, you have come up. Team Patrick, Akasa.
Ayo, Pajotimeka.
Patrick.
Very good. Meda Dr. Swasi, Meda Swasi also for. Nam pese me busa, Doctor said, Imre, so Imre, a young choir, say, Ujai nam nina rena fish. Na Imre, so the young choir, na se koto, swear, a was side effect be a na say, pese me home, obey me, I can home be a catcher. Medase.
Aboa biada, or mammy. The word ni pochi. Yeah, what you say, young human beings. Body need to mean recognize the protein. They are very hard for the immune system. Koto wo mame. Wo ni wo minute. That's just a way animal. Animal protein biada. Body cannot handle it right. Meaning say pampan kakra baba monunti. And I walk as a question. But Samunya Mameno of Free England, Ebanwa. Ubeting actually Mosenia Mosinua via near. They are palatable. May for years in the handwriting FFA. Babano Wire Bankusi Horne, Cottonim, and so combat us obedient. Anti animal protein beyond may encourage it, say. Now, question number one.
Was it Imre?
You know, in moderation. Yes, I can say, I'm enough.